Let's talk baseball. Oak Ridge Bombers were recently honored for their impact. The minor league team represented the area from the 1940s to the 60s. Many of them spent their careers with DOE or on the reservation. We had the chance to talk with a few former players at the Oak Ridge History Museum. Balloons, baseball, and bombers.
I didn't know we were going to have this many bombers in the house. That's pretty neat.
These are the makings of a classic Oak Ridge night. By the time the crowd sat down after the Star-Spangled Banner had brought them to their feet, it was standing room only at the History Center. This night was all about tradition.
All right, y'all ready?
Right down to the first pitch from a legend to a rookie.
And as Coach Feast pre-sales, what do you say?
Play ball!
Then it was game on, and boy, did these former teammates commit. First up.
Number 1, what position did you play and did you have a nickname on the team?
I played first base, Marvin Jones.
These 5 were once part of the all-black minor league team, the Oak Ridge Bombers, and their humor is as stellar as their athletics. From the 1940s through the 60s, their impact on society as explosive as the work after which the team was named.
We finally got to honor these folks that worked at DOE from the inception of the Manhattan Project that kept this baseball team going all the way into the 60s.
Then came a big reveal for a big piece of history.
It was wonderful. It meant a whole lot to me.
You see that woman right there, the one smiling? You know that look. That's pride.
I think our family and this community is what it is because he brought the Scarborough community together every weekend.
Her late father, Robert Lee, started the Bombers.
The old people now that played, my dad was engaged in their life and taught them, but more importantly, he cared about them.
The current local high school team showed up in throwback jerseys, gaining some advice.
If they're going to play sports, put the whole heart into it.
And perspective. Back when these guys learned to play ball, they didn't have opportunities like Little League, so making it to the minors was big.
Oh, it meant a whole lot because I come up in a little town called Oliver Spring. All we played was softball. We had a baseball team in Oliver Spring, the older men, but we was too young to play with them.
In society, they were not always welcome, but on the diamond, things were different.
In the community, it came out when we need them on the weekends, because we don't play Saturdays and Sundays. And the community was our biggest fan.
Fun to be out there to play on the weekend. Everybody came to watch the Bombers play. They enjoyed it.
Baseball had a power, like it still does, to unite.
For everyone to remember that, whether you play for the Bombers or who you play for, just pass it on and allow these kids to get out of the streets. We're looking for more than just the baseball part of the situation.
On this night, the message is one of acknowledgement and honor.
We finally got to honor these legends behind the plate, and you could see that there was more joy in the story, even though their team was birthed out of segregated practices, but you could see there was more joy out of that story than sadness.
Just like all those decades ago, these players pulled a community together. Turns out, tradition holds. The Oak Ridge Bombers brought it home again. The Oak Ridge History Museum is open Thursdays and Fridays from 10 to 2. Saturdays you can visit from 10 to 3. Use the camera on your phone to scan that little box. It'll take you to the website exploreoakridge.com.